Howdy, howdy, folks. Happy very white Sunday morning from the Kurazar Man Cave. And we are in complete man cave mode today. I had the curtains open as I was getting ready. I could feel the cold just radiating onto the right side of my face. So I said, no, we're good. It's chalk dust. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, good morning to everyone. This cold and it's not blustery. It is cold and snowy. At least here, it's a fairly gentle snow, just very saturating. It looks almost like just a slow rain right here. But welcome to Phil Boswell, who's brought some scones. And Wade Parker. It's only -5C, which is unusual for as far south as you are. And our moderator Oak Tree at -11C. And about 10 centimeters of snow. 10 centimeters, that's like 40 farthings, right? Furlongs? Barrels? We've got Nimby Delec offering baguettes. Durship. Snow day time for video games. And Inga Raymond from out in Minnesota. We've got Mindy. And Desiree Winter Person and San Maska. Welcome. Welcome, folks. If you guys wouldn't mind here before we start, taking a moment to hit that like button, that'll help get the stream out to more folks and make the chat just a livelier place to be this morning. Give some people something to come to and hang out with after they're done shoveling their sidewalks or snowblowing their driveways. So a quick doofy story before we start here. I've been having the darndest time after streams editing the videos, and I discovered that Shotcut automatically, which is what I use for editing, automatically updates when I'm using Linux and I'm using it through the Flatpak store called Bazaar. And apparently there's a bug in specifically the Linux version that makes it just dump your RAM. So for the past few weeks I've been really struggling to get these videos out on time. And I was like, what's going on? So I tried an older version and it worked perfectly. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing it the old-fashioned way then. It's just very weird. They're usually pretty good about not adding experience-breaking bugs. Oak Tree's making a fresh pot of coffee. Hey, send some my way. The 6:30 snowblower wake up is not doing me a whole lot of good here. Oh, the music is dying. I'm going to try to kickstart it again. Moments before we go live. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. Good job. Gold star. Oh, there's some music again. There we go. That's better. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Dirship returning the gold star to me. Gold stars for everybody involved. It is very cold even inside. I normally bundle up down here anyway, even though I now have a little mini split down in the den where I stream from. But today I'm wearing my headphones and I've got my hood pulled up with my headphones. I had to check to make sure that turning my head wouldn't like scrape the headphones enough to make annoying sounds for you guys. It is just chilly. It is absolutely frigid here. Hello to Optimistic Pessimist and Maga Sybil. Welcome, welcome. You think a trained animal or mechanical friend for hauling or other tasks would be pretty cool? It'd be a nice oak tree. Hey, Ryuga, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Well, I spy 10 o'clock on my screen. Try to recover OBS here. There we go. And let's bring all you into the game. Hello everyone, my name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, where we did quite a bit of chorage on Wednesday. We got a, oh, it's not in my inventory. We got a bunch of steel pardon me just a moment. Interrupting me. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I will flail at you until one of us dies. I hate that sound. I really hate that sound. It's awful. Anyway, so as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, is that we got a bunch of steel plates smithed, and we punched some holes in a bunch of them to make some chain armor, or some chains. We also got most of the firing done for the clay planters we wanted to make. And we would have gotten all of it done, except that I forgot to close the door. And I'm real mad about it. It's just so weird that you have to close the door for the beehive kiln, but you don't have to do it for the cementation furnace. So we're not going to fire this up right now. Whoops, did it again. Back in there. So we're not going to fire this up right now, but luckily we did collect enough coal and then some, so that when Wednesday rolls around again, we can go ahead and light this up and I'll be less sad. It was bad. Let's see who else here is here in chat. We have Hopeful Dreamer and Momud. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and Mindy's offering me some warm salmon soup. I've never had salmon soup before. I will accept it. So I'm thinking today, I want to go ahead and make our steel plate armor, which will, it'll largely replace this armor, which we've been using for most of our adventures. And the reason is that some of the places that I want to go in the near-ish future, maybe next week, maybe the week after. I don't know, we'll see. But some of the places are even more dangerous than we've been before. So I think steel plate will be the way to go. It'll give us that extra tier of protection, which means, gosh, 20 to 50% more damage reduction depending on what's hitting us, or something in that ballpark. But we're going to go ahead and start that now. We'll also... Let's see if we can grab these. There we go. We'll also make another armor stand. And I guess since this is steel, we won't plop it outside in the rain. Let's maybe identify somewhere. Oh, here we go. I don't know about there. It's a little tight. Maybe we could just put it like... Yeah, I don't know. In the corner here? Like, I don't really need to ever come out here and look out this way, so we'll put an armor stand right there. How's that sound? Let's see. We have a little bit of wood here, sure. And a little bit of grass. Can I turn you into hay bales? I cannot. Okay. Never mind. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It's turning stuff back into thatch. So it should be this and that. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to thunk this thing down here. Oh, really? Go. Okay. I see how it's going to be. What is... Go in the square that I put you in, please. Can I just put you, like, here and push you back there? Answer is... kind of. Perfect. Of course, I'm saying let's keep it out of the rain, and I put it, like, directly under a hole in the ceiling. Whatever. Does the copy bench still work? It does. We just haven't really used it. There are a few scenarios where it's kind of more efficient. Like, if we were doing, like, a large floor where it was like a large repeating pattern in the floor, like maybe the hallway floors down in the wings of the temple, the central bits would have probably been faster to do with the bench. Although it could be debatable. I really don't know. I feel like they would be faster on the bench. Anyway, let's go ahead and make this armor now. All right, and you know, I'm going to go ahead and put some more fences in here. We keep getting shot while we're sleeping. So we're going to put a stop to that. It's been really annoying. Like, I've been sleeping in bed and just taking arrows to the head from... Well, not those guys. The other guys. Oh, it's like I'm bouncing on the bed super fast. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. You're relentless today. Let's sleep, make it morning, and then we'll do and worry about the armor. Nimidalak is looking forward to armor stands being able to display clothes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's been long enough. I'm kind of surprised that armor stands weren't initially developed to do that. Like, it's just... I would think from a like a standpoint of being able to reuse code, I would have thought that's how Tyrone would have started. Sorry, Tyrone. 5.8 days... Not likely to last if I put it in a bowl. Alright, where's that jerk? Oh, there's one over there. Let's go kill him. What's up, buddy? Where'd you go? There he is. Come here. Come here, come here. Come on. No? Oh, you're stuck. Oh no, what a shame. I really hate that their mouths keep moving when they die. It's so disturbing. Okay. Food acquired. For now. Space. Everybody clear space. Let the man work on his armor. So we need a leather jerkin. Interesting. It's now got this, like, blue thing on top. Is that a bug or is that intentional? So jerkin, and then body jerkin. Was that a leather block? I'll take a look in a second. So two, there we go. Intentional. Okay. Oh, did you, because the leather armor and the jerkin look so similar, or looked similar, so you added the blue to differentiate them? Is that what happened? Leather block. Yeah, apparently. Oh, and it looks like you can still make it if you have the blueprint from Better Ruins. That is an expensive block. I hope you get more than one. So 4 leather, a log, a debar. Oh, any log? Any debarked log looks like. Some hammer durability, and 2 nails and strips. That's pretty pricey. That's pretty pricey. Alright, so we need chain armor now. Recipe for brigandine chain. Here we go. Alright, so... all day. Here we go. Oops, you go there. I can read. So we got chain. We need the pants. It's pretty simple. There we go. And the helmet, I think, is just that. There's no leather underneath, so it's a very cold, uncomfortable helmet to wear. All right, so we need plate armor now. Bam. All right, so the helmet goes there. Oh, there's some leather. There we go. Instant comfort. And then we have body. You just go like that. All right. And the legs. Like so. All right. Let's see. I think I have a... No. What the vanity button is. Oh, there we go. We can turn the armor back on. We can see ourselves in all of our armored glory. All right, you ready for it, guys? You ready? I can't hear you. Just kidding. Oh, look at that. The forehead light looks kind of dumb, but the rest of it's pretty cool. Yeah, we are ready for some serious action. But for now, we're going to go ahead and plop this on the armor rack. All right. I do wonder what these are. Are these like buckle points or something? Or just things? I don't know. Movement now at 1%. Yeah. Let's see, who else has joined us? We've got the Pixel Pair. Hey, welcome. And Takarius, Static Overdose. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here. So, I'm sure some of you are wondering what is actually on the agenda. And the answer is, of course, the temple. Today, we are going to be working on the temple floor. But first, I'm going to go pick up our food from here. We're going to bring this with us. Lasts for 2 days in hand. That ain't great. How many times will the knight in the corner spook me? Hopefully none. Hopefully none. I won't be able to see it moving when I land here because it's kind of blocked from view. So unlike these guys, it shouldn't be spooking me by virtue of being sort of mobile. Okay, so floor. Now we had talked about some of the floor ideas last time. Someone will replace it with Folger's boat horns to see if I notice. Is the best part of waking up? A boat horn in your cup. So, last time we were here, specifically not on the tour stream, obviously, we came up with this sort of design. Having like a sort of patterned sun ray that narrows to a point here. And I do want this to be like, it will be chiseled in at an angle. So this is just a very rough, very, very rough approximation of what's going to go on here. But I also want to think about what we're going to do for the floors out here and how they're going to fit in with everything we're doing. And I'm still kicking myself for building these columns over here, but this big column here, the stairs on this side. So I don't really have a great place to start doing it all, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to quickly fill in the arches over here and get them kind of connected to the stairs. And the reason is that I want to make sure we have a good baseline for where everything touches the ground. And that way we can start kind of doing an outline. Because what I'm going to do here is largely I want to keep the floors to just a few colors. I'm thinking probably the sandstone colors, limestone, and some andesite. I think I actually want to keep the bauxite out of it. And I had some great ideas from chat and from comments. One of them was to, like at the edges of the temple, have like a darker floor, like made of like obsidian, and have it sort of like have a gradient as it comes inward. And as much as I like that idea, I actually don't want to use the darker colors in here because, again, this whole temple is a temple to the sun, not just the center of it, the whole thing. And given that we've been using bright colors everywhere out toward the edges, I think having a darker edge just wouldn't fit in here. Let's see. Oh, Phil Boswell, you missed the start. Uh-oh. Am I doing a sun rose to complement the compass rose up top? Yes, I am. Yes, we're going to do at least, well, 3 points. We're not going to get a 4th point in here. I guess we could technically, like, carve it into the harbor floor. And maybe we'll do that. But just there. I don't want to get too crazy things here. We'll do at least 3 points. So there and this way, whenever that gets cleared out. And then over here. And then what I'm thinking of, and this struck me this morning as I was sort of thinking about what I wanted to work on today, is that this garden here is kind of already the start of another sun ray. So I was thinking we could maybe like do a sun ray by turning the edges of this into the same edges like this. So we'd line this with either slabs or full blocks of polished sandstone, and then like just have it kind of come off of maybe here and go directly toward the column, like right toward the center. And then we'd sort of underneath the column, it would then return to a 45-degree angle and kind of meet up right about here. So that's kind of my thought on that. And we'd use the same design by and large. And then of course this would be broken up by some stairs, so a slightly different appearance here. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Would be pretty cool. So yeah, let's get some temporary blocks, aka ashlar. Not there, not there. Here we go. Should be plenty. Oh, I'm going to put the food over here, didn't I? I think I now have like 3 open things. Yeah. Whoops. All right. 4.9, 1.3. Okay, we got 1 left. Oh, it's 2 servings. Oh, shoot. That's going to rot. I'm pretty sure. Because we're not hungry enough yet. So, let's get this started here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5.5 blocks away from this. We're really technically 5. Or 5 in between. Okay. Also 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's pretty regular. Good. I like regular patterns. Uh-oh. Dad joked by Hazard 151. Have you heard of the band 1023 MB? They haven't got a gig yet. But alright, so let's see. Oh. Right, we put okay, so we were putting pop out slabs here, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bam. So right here, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. We now have magical floating ceiling. And that's fine by me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and blam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm probably going to think about where this is going to end up. Let's see how far this comes out. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. That would bring us to here. It's not the worst. And I know we were talking about like what to do about this under the stairs here, and I think I'm still going to keep that idea. We talked about doing like just a little side passage, a little sort of cramped little arch here that you come through just to get directly to the main temple floor without having to go around this here. So I think we'll keep that idea. And what I'm going to do here is, I think what we're going to do is, rather than turning these into little like islands, although that has a kind of appeal to it too. My thoughts are I wanted to. So either we put some kind of base around each of these, not like a flared out base, just in the floor, some kind of surrounding pattern in the floor, and do that around each of these. And that's okay, but I kind of wanted these to serve as like a border, so that we could have a floor that comes, some design follows this motion along here, or this geometry along here, and then have other kind of floors in here. Or we don't. I'm kind of agnostic about it, really. Hey there, Ryan Richardson. Welcome, welcome. I guess agnostic isn't the word. Ambivalent, but not aggressively so. We could also do like some kind of pattern that does go around here, but then links these together. That's possible too. And that might even be desirable. Hey there, Linda Harris, just saying hello and lurking. Well, welcome. Islands under the pillars might make the entry hallway feel narrow. I mean, this isn't meant to be like... This is not meant to be a fancy entrance. This is meant to be like a service entrance. As far as how narrow it is, we'd still have like a 4-block wide walkway. But you are right in that anywhere that we have other stuff going on... I don't know. Actually, I do think that some kind of island around these might actually be nice back here. Just given how much flat space we have to work with. It'll help actually break up what would otherwise be flat lines. So you know what? Just like everything else, let's try it. And if we hate it, we ditch it. Simple as that. So what I'm thinking here is underneath... So what I want to do is, I would like to have andesite lining a lot of the temple. I feel like as a border color, like we have right here, it works really great. The only problem is that I don't want to put the andesite directly underneath the pillar, because having the orange run right into the andesite is going to look real stark. It's going to be too strong of a contrast. So I'm thinking that at least under the pillars, and maybe for around the rest of the temple, we should think about putting just some sandstone under there. I'm going to try that for now. So we're just some sandstone just under the pillar. And I'm not going to worry about the blocks we can't see. And we're going to bring it out by a block. Now, I don't know that our final is going to be like full block style flooring. I don't want to get too fancy everywhere, because I do want to finish the floor this century. So I want to keep we'll do these rays as chiseled blocks, and the diagonal ones as well. But I'm kind of feeling like we don't want to do that for every block in the floor. I mean, just forget that we did that for the for the plaza up above. Ignore that fact. Hey, anybody's getting some snow finally. Awesome. Alright, food acquired. Let's go ahead and start digging. And some of these might run into other features like the staircase here. I think for now what we'll do is we'll just get the blocks roughed in, and we'll come through later and try to smooth out any of the connecting bumps and things. Until Phil convinces me otherwise. You're not wrong. Actually, there was someone else. Who was it last time? Who was like, hey, you should try this. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of work, but I'll try it, and darn it, I like it. I forget who that was now. Okay, so initial thought. This is too much sandstone. I think the play here is going to be, we do the sandstone border, then we make the outer half block andesite. That'll tighten the square up a little bit. It was not Phil Hazard 1551. It was somebody else, who I don't think they're here. Limestone instead. Well, so the thing is, we're gonna have limestone in between all these rays, and I want something to surround these. So the limestone will come up to about here, but then we do want to have something else to break it up. I don't want just flat limestone under these guys. Another possibility is we shrink it by 1, but then I still feel like if we shrink it by 1, we'd still have andesite kind of tucked right up against the pillar. I don't want that. Can we still blame Phil? Only with his permission. Yeah, let's see if I have any andesite in here. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, there we go. Let's start with that. Alright, so let's chisel a few of these in here. Oh, hammer, right. Boop, there we go. Everything's dark all of a sudden. Alright, so I'm going to just drop some andesite here. And here. Okay. And then we're going to give a snappy shotty. Do we have shape materials? See how this looks here. Get the corners in. We can, oops, not shield. Rotate. I actually don't like the blue. I think it's too much blue now. At least around this guy. Maybe we reserve the blue for the actual edges of the temple rather than around here. I am thinking that we're going to just want to do maybe just the sandstone plus some polished sandstone on this border. Thinner? Well, I'm not sure about thinner. One, because again, I don't want to get too involved in the floor. I don't want the floor to be too involved. But also, given how big everything is, if we go thinner, one, it's going to detract from the thinness and intricacy of this design here, I think. And it also might just disappear. Yeah, I am thinking we dig these back up. Do I have enough sandstone to try that again with polished? No. Let's go get some more sandstone blocks. We're going to need the little chisel for that, wherever that got to. You are, buddy. And we want the finishing chisel as well, which I believe is upstairs already. Let's go. Maybe a slate or a chert border. We've actually discussed slate and the use of it in here, and I think slate's just not going to work very well in the temple. Oh, we do have gravel, never mind. I'm really not sure about chert. Chert's very red, and I like it out here, where I kind of kept the colors a little more washed out. I avoided the bauxite. But then inside the temple, having the full range of red, orange, yellow, and then the blue and white, I think we're getting beyond the 4 colors of the temple interior. Which again, we don't have to be beholden to just 4, but we're gonna want to save other colors for accents to things. I can copy the pattern. Oh yeah, I can copy the pattern, can't I? And then just like plop. Oh, here we go. Polished. Done. You're right. Let's go get some more smooth or regular sandstone over here. Just finish out this whole block here. So in good news, I don't really expect us to have any power outages, at least till 1, till we're done with the stream. We'll see about after that, but if we make it to 1, I'll be happy, or at least less unhappy than if we had power outage before 1. Alright, down we go. You were thinking a dark color under the pillar instead of sandstone so the base pops instead of blending into the floor. Tell you what, since I have these here, we'll try it, but I don't personally think that I'm going to want it. Now, do you mean like all the way out here, or just like tucked in close to the tower? Where's my... Oh, there you are. Pickaxe. Let's get E off the bar, and actually I'm going to put their chisels away. So let's start with just tucked in. Okay. So tell you what, we will chisel 4 on one side, and we're going to dig this out of here. And given that I do want the blue stripe in some capacity, I think we can probably reuse these blocks. I'm gonna say no. It's just too dark. It does bring a shadow in, but again, like, I don't want to use the darker blocks in the temple. At least not as like main colors or even accents, so much as if we chisel something and we happen to need like a dark line, then I'd resort to using a dark color. It seems like everybody agrees. Hey there, Vintage Nan and Smiley Riley. Welcome, welcome. You tried streaming for the first time last night? Hey, congratulations. You played Fortnite. Fortnite. Infinity Mirror Column APEC. Yeah. Polished shirt. Do we have any of that? Of course, we can also just get some outside. We could try polished shirt. But then after we try it, if it doesn't fit, I'm going to try a few other things of my own devising here, and they will work. I shall will it to work. Okay, so we don't have any. We're going to need to grab you. Actually, Actually, I'm going to pick these back up before I get too excited. Before someone gets... Oh, no. I'll pick them up after I place the new ones. That way I don't have to dig everything out back out again. Alright, chert. Chert. Go. I probably had some up here, didn't I? No? Wow. Okay. Surprise with surprises. Alright, so... chert. The chert's like just about as dark as the slate, so I'm kind of not convinced it'll be great. There they are. Yeah, it's kind of the same problem. It's dark. I want the orange to pop. And the orange I think pops better against the yellow and or white. I don't think white is the answer under here though. I think we want to do sandstone and then something and then white. You regret that short stint outside in a way? Uh-oh. Marvel with copper ores. Listen, y'all think I made a money here or something. Although, you know, you mentioned that we could, as an accent here, maybe slip in some of the malachite ore we have. Maybe not right here, but like somewhere down here. I don't know. Because we have so much of it up here, we may as well try to slip some in down here. That could be fun. I mean, depending on how much we can get our hands on, the limestone areas of the floor that I've been talking about could just be malachite. We do have boatloads of it. Not all extracted yet, but... Alright, so we're going to get rid of this stuff out of here. I'm going to put the... Ooh, you know what? You know what, guys? Here's what I want to do. I have an even better idea. Let's put these back down. I think I know what's kind of bothering me about the blue stripe. That is too far away. But putting the blue stripe closer would be problematic. But I think putting a different stripe might work out pretty well. All right, question time, guys. If we want to do malachite, it's going to take us a long time to acquire malachite, and we won't be able to get it done today, or even really planned that much today. I'm leaning toward we just stick with limestone down here. Again, also because the malachite is a bit noisier, so I'm thinking I want to do limestone down here. You convinced me to do limestone. Don't beat me. We don't have any limestone. That's a problem. Thought I saw another flash of a shiver or something there. Alright, so let's get some more... Oh, darn it. Of course I put all the freaking tools away. Alright, so... fresh hammer's going to go in there. We're going to bring out this guy again. And we're going to get some regular old limestone, provided that I have any already laid out here. I think we're talking about needing to get more of the big slabs. It's mediums. We're going to go ahead and sleep. But a really thin stripe of one of those dark colors. No, I really don't want to add in those dark colors. Again, if it's a pattern that needs like an outline, and or like text that we're carving in, then sure. But I really don't want to use it as part of the like main design here. All right, we're just gonna starve for a few minutes while I knock out these blocks. Just ignore the sounds. They're happy sounds. I'm tooting my horn. You think I should use malachite ore in the center? Yeah, you know what? That could work. You're only using Fortnite as a test? Sure. Sure, Smiley Riley. I'm just dooting. Yeah. Haven't heard doot in a while. Alright, let's get some food. Good love is a way to get down this ladder. Hey there, Enterprise Architecture. Welcome. How goes the build? It goes, albeit somewhat slowly, but that's to be expected. Alright. Now. Did it again. I looked up how to open my mouse to clean the wheel. It does not look like fun. Step 1, completely wreck your mouse forever. Oh, okay. I'll just do that then. Okay, let's go ahead and put these darker blocks away. It's a guilty pleasure. Fortnite is, and you're ashamed. You know, I never got into Fortnite. Back when it was new, and actually, like, to me it looked kind of cool when it was new. But I was already playing enough like building games at the time. I was like, I'll try it later, maybe. And that was kind of where it ended. And then I got distracted and never tried it. So my idea here is let's do limestone, and then let's come in here with. I know you said I can just do the copy. I think this is going to be easier for me. It's just to do one of these. And then take it from there. All right, there we go. Good enough. Do that. I'm going to add in these bad boys. And then just copy it from here. This feels faster to me than fiddling with the settings in here. Ooh, I think we're onto something. Where is my pickaxe? Here you are. We got Girish Manjanath here. Hey, welcome. Welcome. You're going to try to catch up to this at speed? Oh, good luck. It's more of a mindless game of the day. You tried to do anything else kind of game? No, I got you. Comfort food. We're out of room. No! Alright. Let's put these guys away here. See if that clears up enough space. Hey, there we go. All right. I'm liking this more already. Because I did want it to transition to the lighter color and give us at least some room between the column and the ray here. So this might be just what the doctor ordered. I am out of space again. Or still. So I'll do that right there. Then we can just snap you. You. You do much prefer games like Vintage Story, though? Me too. The big surprise, I know. Yeah, that's what the doctor... Speaking of the doctor... Excuse you! Hey, thanks for the money. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Alright, so, yeah, I think this is where I want to go with that. And that means that over here, we'll do the same thing. And this door's can get real interesting. A tourist. Hey, Wobbly Boost. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, this is the first time you've been on a Sunday in a while. And welcome back. So, we have that. That brings us then to the edge here, where I think what we could do is probably something similar along this edge here, but do blue and then the polished sandstone right along the edge here and working our way around here. That might work out pretty well. And then have just a lot of... I do think that a lot of just pure limestone here will kind of help evoke the sensation of being in the desert. You know, you got the like smooth sands of the desert. I think would be kind of cool, and then broken up, of course, by the sun to avoid having too many, you know, just large patches of the same design, or rather, none. OSHA inspector. You only recently got fast enough internet, Smiley, for online gaming. Hey, Bernzilla, welcome. And Vitor Emmanuel Oliver is here as well. Welcome. You remember being here when I was laying the foundations. Well, thanks for stopping by. So yes, let's start with this, and let's also start filling in this first ray here. How's that sound, guys? let's actually put some floor in today. After we dump our inventory. You know what? I'm gonna lay these out here. Am I lying? I might be lying. I might want to throw these overboard. I think this was the wrong color combination. I think what I want to do is I want to do, like I said, blue, and then polished, and then white. So we can at least keep these, you know, here-ish. We'll just do this. Ooh, actually, you know what? I did want to potentially extend this sort of design into here. So I think we can reuse these at least a little bit, and we'll just re-chisel them. And that should be pretty straightforward. Let's see, I'm going to bring this out a little bit. I don't want these two to run together too much, which should be okay because I expect this block to basically take up the entirety of the point block here. So let's plan on this. Let's do a little bit of this. Use all these single blocks up first. And then more singles. Yeah, here we go. Hey, I got singles over here. Whoops, not there. No. Hobby. You and you go there. That's better. And we've got this guy here. We got 3 across here, like so. You like the big column, Smiley? Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to get these all in and also work with whatever's going to happen up here. I do think this will be a challenge, but I think it'll be fun once we get down to it. Maybe like next main building stream, so next week, the week after. I do think at some point I'll put it to a vote on whether we keep building for a bit or if we take a break and go do the adventures we've been talking about doing, the Better Ruins adventures. Alright, so these are a bit of a mess. Did I put these in? Whatever. Whatever. So these just have a little sliver of design on them, so let's go ahead and get that over here. These doors get in the way. Something fierce. Okay. Now I do know that I was thinking about making this more of a curve, but we'll start it out like this, and if we hate it, then we'll fix it later. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to dig these out. Why? We might have to also chisel a bunch of these. Just gonna, I don't know, put you on a floating pole. Just to keep creepy crawlies at bay. Oh, Dad joked by the pixel pair. Who did the wizard marry? His ghoul friend. I agree. Necromancer would be better for that one, I think. Let's all write and complain to Nightbot. I'm sure they'll listen to us. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to have to chisel all these, otherwise we get stones back. Sucks that we have to chisel these, but I mean, granted, we'll probably use them later, so not a big deal. And pick them all up. Do I have space for them? I should. Who runs Nightbot anyway? I have no idea. What do vampires and liches have in common? They're both necromancers. What if on the fanned cobble you chiseled recesses in between the lines for more depth? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, especially given your little sticky tonguey outie smiley you put there. Oh hey there, K3KR. Can you see the map? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sorry, I saw you pop in earlier, but I was my mind was elsewhere. But here is the map. The temple so far. Smiley, did you like... Oh, you have two different channels, Smiley, don't you? Or did you just change your name and your icon just now? Yes, this is that for the temple area. And if you want to see the map for The oasis. Here it is. I'll have to zoom in a little harder though. So yep, that's the map. Uh-oh. Dad joked by Smiley. So you do have 3 different channels? Gotcha. That's your gaming channel. Well, cool deal. What do you do when you see a spaceman? Park your... I get it. What do you do when you see a spaceman? Park your car, man. Ah, jeez. Where do we... Hey there, Andrew P. Dad joked by Andrew P. Where do hamburgers go to dance? The meatball. Yeah, the Nightbot is really reaching for jokes today. All right, let's get these in. And then reminder, this is the part of the floor we are going to chisel by hand. Well, at least, you know, once. We'll do half of it by hand and half of it by, Ooh, actually, I don't know. If we... How did I run out already? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Oh, because this step right here was not made of fanned cobblestone. Okay. That's what it was. Now this one, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and remove this after all. Because again, this is going to be just pretty much the point of the polish right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of that. And like even here, there's going to be like a little sliver of fanned cobblestone. Starting to wonder if Nightbot is AI and just coming with bad dad jokes. I wouldn't doubt that at this point. Oh no, a real dad joke this time. From Enterprise, not even through Nightbot. Let's see. My friend got fired from his job in the roadworks department for stealing. I couldn't believe it, but the signs were all there. But yeah, you're right, Pixel Bear. Everybody does seem to be in a weird dad joke mood today. I don't know what's in the water. Okay, so inventory is doing okay. Dig these guys up here. Blip, blip, blip. Okay. I'm just not having sudden second thoughts about the design here, but I don't know. All right, so what do you guys think? So bearing in mind that there won't be a ton of this fanned cobblestone, is it still too noisy? Like, is it just too cluttered looking? Would it be better if we had... Let's pretend that we put these back. Would it be better if we did something like... Ooh, I'm cooking. Actually, I'm eating. I'm done cooking. There we go. Okay, hear me out. What if we did something like this, where we had... not two-tone here, but we did the... just sandstone, but then we made this sort of border here. And what if the inside and the outside were both just really thin polished sandstone, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 voxels wide, maybe not even that, so maybe just 2. And then what if we just put the fanned cobblestone inside here instead? If I push it down with the planer, would it look better? I don't think so. That wouldn't change the design, because these like go the whole way through. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, that's just too noisy. Whew. I'm glad I stopped myself just in time there. You know, even joking about there's an argument for recessing the fanned cobble lines. The problem is the cobble lines are like, it's not like I could follow them with the chisel, because they're less than 1 chisel voxel in size. So it would just kind of look like, I don't know, someone had hit it with a shotgun. And so doing this also alleviates my other concern, which was having this design of lots of fan cobble running right up into this. He's back down. A lot of I pick things up and put them down. Going on today. They called me Arnold. I have to make an artificial relief pattern on my own. Yeah. I think I want to avoid that. Okay, so that then brings us to we're still going to have this run into this a little bit, but that's okay. We can play with that a little bit, I think. Maybe even have the pattern actually like push out into here a little bit. Be kind of fun. Or even simpler, we could just shove the pattern back a block and call it a day. Might be what I do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Just do that. Ta-da! Okay. So pattern starts there. In fact, you know what? Let's... Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Let's start this pattern with this. I think we'll have to actually pick these back up again. Yeah. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out before you kill me. I think so. So we're gonna want to place these down in the right direction. So we're gonna always need to start with these blocks. That way we can get the actual stone pattern correct. Although given that's going to be kind of small, it might not matter too much. And the design is at least such that you can have them connect in any direction, and they should at least line up mostly. The temple looks so good that it's going to be even harder not to be over fussy with detailing. Yeah, absolutely. Hey there, Firefish14. The creative process can be such a workout. Yeah. You know, my brain is I will like come out of these streams sometimes and be like, hey Carissa, I'm gonna go like just sit for a while. Alright, so the plan here is we're going to pop one of you in here. And I guess we'll start with, do singles. Now, we're going to be doing 8s, so every block we will be expanding by 2 voxels. 2 whole voxels. Actually, this one I think is going to be more like this. So we're going to have kind of the opposite here then. Actually, good question. No, that actually makes sense. Something like this. With, of course, the only downside being that half of this will be a different color, slightly because of the design, how that works, but it's okay. So the block out here, which will just be limestone. Anything pre-chiseled? No. The limestone here will get the ittiest bittiest sliver of this. So let's see. Like that. So a little derpy there, but that's okay. Hey there, David McCourt. Actually made a stream today because you can't get to work. Well, glad to have you here. How about having a light side and dark side like in the compass rose? I just didn't want to do it because the sun rays don't cast shadows, so they wouldn't have a light and a dark side. But I'm not liking this too much, actually. What about you guys? The seams are bothering me. Is this where we turn to our friend Bauxite? Do we ask our friend Bauxite for some help? What do you guys think? Or, if Bauxite is too bold, what if we just grab, like, some claystone? What do you guys think? Is Bauxite too bold? Should we try some claystone there? Bauxite's too bold, yes, okay. That was quick. Or are you saying yes to Bauxite for a very thin line? Wood. If anybody says Purple Heart, I'll give Oak Tree explicit orders to ban anyone who says Purple Heart. The gray trim at the entrance looks good on the pan and cobble. Oh, you mean the andesite? I don't want to have the andesite run into itself in that design there, so I don't want to redo more andesite. Like Bauxite? All right. Let's give Bauxite a whirl. I think since we're doing a two voxel line, it should be okay-ish. Ish, I say. Let's see. Yeah, let's give it a whirl. Do ebony. Oops. I hate to admit it, but I think bauxite was the right play here. Didn't want to get bauxite involved, but it is a sunny color, I'll give it that. Yeah, that's the right color, I think. Okay, well, bauxite it is. The hallway ahead is exquisite, so this one has to be 2. Yeah, I was hoping to go for a basically simple walls here, textured floor, and then come in here and have simple or simpler floor and textured things up above. They're not necessarily walls, it's a column, but it's a circular wall. Okay, so yeah, what do you guys think? Try the bauxite. Put the pedal to the metal on the bauxite. I'm leaning toward it. Oops. Yep, to the bauxite. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Actually, I'm going to start by carving this into the floor first. And then we'll come back and fill it in with bauxite. Just making sure I got the right count here. A bit of chiseling ASMR. This isn't too bad, really. It's repetitive, but at least it's quick. Nice echo. When you take all the corners out of a wall, it becomes a column. Okay. Oh, right, I have one more to go here. Sure, I knew that. Okay. That will bring us to... this one's actually going to be mostly, or entirely, this block here. Okay. You already have it. There we go. I think we will need more bauxite at this point. We've already blown through our stock. Okay. Oh, shoot. This was supposed to be... yeah, this is supposed to be... band cobblestone right here. So I should have done that. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no, I've already messed up. Oh no. We're never gonna get the textures to light up now. Wait, which is the thing that rotates textures? Is it the wrench? Does the wrench do that? Or does the wrench just do like the full block? Fetch the paintbrush? No, we're not fetching the freaking paintbrush. No, no way. Wrench does full block. Okay. Not in love with that. We need a counter. Listen, I never mess up. I make happy little mistakes. Happy little accident is what it is. For a Ross. For a loss. Combined multi-chiseled blocks, probably the only way to force the pattern orientation. Yeah, you're probably right about that, which means we might have to redo some of this initial carving, which sucks. Oh well. Oh well. It's my middle name, it's just oh well. Austin Powers. Oh well is my middle name. Alright, we're gonna dump some of these blocks over here. We're gonna dump... There you are. And probably you guys as well. Paying the price for not prototyping in creative. Man, y'all are vindictive. Okay, so the design here is we're doing these blocks by laying them out from this direction. So we might be able to save face here. Might. This first one's only going to need a little sliver, of course, but whatever. Bleh. Sheesh. Okay. Just thinking about how to go about doing this. I guess we just dig this up with a shovel. Brutal chat. The Solston Chisel Workshop where the floor is literally just tables. That's right, he did do that, didn't he? It does look pretty nice for the floor. Alright, so we're going to be doing... I think this one is not going to have a companion block, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. It's kind of like this block right here, basically. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I do believe so. Okay, let's Oh, let's cry for a minute. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be that. Should be. Alright, so we're going to try this. We're going to chisel these guys. Oh. The lantern sort of flashed by in my periphery. I was like, ugh, drifter! Nope. We're more like Botorn, really. So we're going to chisel these guys. We'll see if that preserves their orientation. We're also going to make some more room. And get some food. Because you can't accidentally chisel tables? Yeah. Alright, so we got 3 servings and 1 serving. 1 it is. Nom nom nom. How long do you last? 20 hours, that should do. Get the nice morning music for once. I'm gonna just throw these overboard. Farewell. And I'm gonna drop you off. That's about it. Oh, maybe the sand, too. There we go. Just a little bit more room. For now, we're going to just pop that up there. We're going to pick up this guy. Some funky lighting going on there. Where'd he go? There he is. I'm going to add you to it. We're going to see. How this looks. Okay. And a bit of you. Oh, I can see it already. Looks like it almost matches. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. Well, through sheer luck, it seems to have worked. I'm going to go ahead and pop all these down. Just double check. Just make sure it's still valid. Looks like it is, guys. I think we're okay. I think we're gonna make it through alive somehow. Oh my goodness. Victory snatched narrowly from the jaws of defeat. Oh right, there's also the the Phil Boswell method of doing this, right? Where I can do it much faster. Let's it was the Phil Boswell method, right? Or I can just do this. I can poke that and then do matching material, island mode. No, it didn't do it. There was a way of doing that with this, where I could just plop down the like just poke a single block in here, and then add a matching material and. I don't know. Oh, whoops. Undo that, please. Don't do that. Nope. Wow, that's mean. It's really mean. Or did they change that or something? I don't know. Anyway, I guess we're not going to do it that way. We're doing it this way. And I assume it's island or matching material. If Quentin changed that, it would change for the worse. I'm a little surprised. So, at least matching material works. It's a good thing this isn't taking forever. Don't worry, guys. We'll finish the floor by, like, 2029. I'm going to put this world in my will to Kurazini and Kurazumi so that they can make a few steps toward finishing this build, and then they can pass it to my grandchildren later. I'll call you later. Don't call me later. Call me dad. That's a bad one, Nightbot. Yuck. Yuck. That was just bad. Not even good dad joke bad. Just bad bad. I'm a little sad that I couldn't keep the bauxite out of the floor. I did want to avoid bauxite in the floor, but if it's just such a small amount, I think we'll be okay. Go. And just 2 more. What's kind of dumb is that I think we might have trouble copying this, because I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to flip it reliably. That's my concern, is it might not flip very well. We'll have to see. Okay, and then last one. Last and least. Flipping should be fine. It was rotating, giving me grief. Okay. Hey there, Tail Forever 262. So by then we can watch you in virtual reality. Yeah. We can watch the Black Mirror version of me. How's that sound? All right, let's go and knock some blocks off. Let's go get some bauxite. Don't think we have any more up here. No. We're over here apparently. You decided to spend this snow day chiseling some railings for your stairs, and you don't know if you think you've bitten off more than you can chew. We're gonna box that site. Yeah. Didn't we get a bunch? Oh, here's some. Okay. Because we actually went bauxite quarrying not too long ago, didn't we? Did we only get like a couple? Because this seems like it's not going to last us. I could have sworn we got some more. Not use one of these tools. like stuff in here, did I? Huh. Yeah, I could have sworn we had some more bauxite. Didn't like leave one of these, did I? No? Okay. Yeah, remember, we took a trip over to the bauxite quarry, and we spent a little time there. I think we even started a new mine, didn't we? Yeah, new bauxite quarry. Does chicken say rock bauxite? But I made that joke forever ago. So derivative. It's plagiarism. Is it in my current backpack? No, that was I know it's not because we used it for gathering coal last time. Okay. It seemed like it wasn't stacking, as far as I was concerned. It's something plagiarism if you don't cite your sources. Yeah. More dad joked. What has ears but cannot hear? A field of corn. It's a very corny joke. Okay. I do think I'm going to want some kind of border, like, along here. Meh. That's tomorrow Kurosawa's problem. Next weekend problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to... I guess we're going to go back to the bauxite, and we're going to do... Not that block, apparently. Okay. We're going to need to add... bauxite to a bunch of these guys. Yes. Oh, and actually this guy too. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yep. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing, just in reverse this time. I will say, chiseling it into the sandstone was actually easier to see. Kind of challenging, actually. Yeah, so to answer the question about chiseling these lines here, you have to get real creative and lucky with them. Really make them pop without just making the blocks look kind of silly. Oops. So, like, yeah, you could technically do that. I don't think it would look very good, though. It looks more like it's been ruined to me. Like, you know, ancient blocks have been crumbling. So I totally use that in like an old ancient build that I want to have like looking like it's falling apart. Oops, there. There. We should have epic music for chiseling. Ow, my eyes. Yeah. This is hard to look at, actually. So close. Let's go back. Yep. Okay. Whew. I'm also wondering if it would be wise to flip in just a little bit of sandstone right in here. There's a border between the bauxite and the white. We'll see. It might not need it. Once we have if we have like a big white floor with this pattern like cutting through it, that might look pretty good actually. By not having a border. Oh, you already have it. Okay. I do think. Yeah, this one is the same as this block, so we should be able to just copy this guy. Let's find out. Ta-da! Look at that. Beautiful. The question will be, how do we finish out the pattern up here? And it might be, I don't know, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I might just like snip, I'll just snip the tip. Monty Python style. I might just like have this clip to a 45-degree angle here or a 22.5-degree angle here. Probably what I'll do. So with the completion of our steel armor and the pottery work, I think we're going to finally be getting back into some chore streams where we can start copying designs around. So I think if you're a weekend only viewer and you pop in one Sunday after having, not missed any Sundays, and there's suddenly a bunch of these hanging out in the temple, don't be too surprised. I think we're finally getting to that time. Oh, shoot. I forgot. These have the extra... These have a bonus block. So we copy those around. Is there a way to remove a block from the list with a ChiselTools tool? Chore Stream Column Edition? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, there's the S3000. That's why you're a VOD enjoyer, best of both worlds. Okay, so let's go ahead and start copying this down. So we should be able to just do a bit of yeah. All right. Yeah, so 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Thank you. Should be you, I think. So then you. And then we'll pause there. So now we want to work on this bit here. There's a remove materials option in the pantograph. Really? Oh. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Oh, man. So that doesn't return the original block. It just removes it from that block. Is that correct? You're the one. No. You. Yeah, okay, so we don't get the block back, which is fine. It just means we won't waste further blocks whenever we need to paste that. Well, thank you, Oak Tree. You saved me quite a bit of headache there. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just try doing it with limestone here. I'm trying to think of a way to do this without having to do the same thing we did in here. But I think we're kind of stuck, given that we've discovered that the hand planer doesn't work the way we thought it did. I could have sworn it did, though, but I don't know. It's very weird. Or maybe that only works with this option, and only like therefore like it covers the whole block surface. Uh-oh, Dad joked. Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating? Because they have nobody to go with. Uh-oh. No. Island mode. There we go. Okay. So here's where we swap you for you. Also let's swap you around a bit here. There we go. All right, so you can go in there. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas, which is very dangerous. Don't do it. I guess if you're trying to do like just a veneer on the block, then this would work fine. The single voxel method would work fine. Hey there, little pond turtle. Why not work with more with the game's blocky nature? Because I think it's a thing of like once you pop, you just can't stop. That's that's the reality. Once you start your journey into chiseling, you start seeing opportunities everywhere, and you just can't help yourself. I've been talking to my therapist about stopping chiseling, and they said it's a tough habit to break. Chiseling is, quote, fun, yeah. Oops, wrong option. But little Ponto, you're talking about why not do a more blocky design in here on the floor? And the answer just comes down to I didn't want to. That's it. I wanted, since this is like, you know, the interior of a grand temple, this is where I want a lot of the effort to happen. I'm not going to put as much crazy effort into like the monks' places up here, for example, but like this floor, I want it to be pretty good. Hey there, Hopkirk87. That's not an addiction. Yeah. We got Tolhi1 as well. Cooking with gas isn't more dangerous. Well, okay. I actually disagree with that. From a more from a broader perspective, is they've been finding that people who cook with gas, especially inside their house, tend to have much higher rates of lung cancer than those without, and that's even including the fact that they have to have, or hopefully should have, an externally vented hood fan. Or hood with fan. Do this way. Just about as fast. There we go. Okay, so from here, we should be able to just copy this down the line. But first, we're going to have to remove some of this. What at home chefs then? Yeah, a little dangerous. They're risking it for the biscuit. I have electric ranges at home, and they work fine. If I had the money and I needed a new stove, I would probably consider induction, because everything I have would work fine with induction. Alright, so we're going to copy this first guy right here, which is just a little sliver of that. Okay. So let's copy you. Oh, and we should probably place down... Where are you? You're that. Okay, so we're going to start with this guy here. Oh. There we go. It's got induction. It's really nice. Yeah, I've heard it's nice because it's like unlike regular electric resistive, or in my case, I have the fancy super hyper hot LEDs, whatever, under the glass, or at least they look like LEDs to me. Rather than being on off all the time, it's actually like a consistent level of heat, which is pretty cool. Oh, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Bob Lewis is heading to bed, but you're going to keep watching? Alrighty. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to fill this in and see how it looks. Fill this in over here too. But bearing in mind that we're probably going to put some kind of pattern like along here. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. You know, I'm actually not a wild fan. I think the floor is too plain. I really do. With strong enough magnets, anything will work with induction? Not technically true. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by strong enough magnets. Yeah, basically any pan that you can stick a regular magnet to and it'll stay is good enough. 2 hours ago, floor too busy. Yeah, that was my worry. But now it's like, what is this? What is this here? I feel like... I feel like part of the problem is that I may have just made this too narrow. Like if I push this all one block this way, it would fill in some of this extra space here. Well, the problem is then it wouldn't really come to a point, you know, for the sun. Which, honestly, it's not a deal breaker to me. It's not a deal breaker. I just feel like this path feels like it's too narrow. And that's what's throwing me off. So why don't we just give that a whirl? Why don't we just try moving this one block to the right and see how it feels? Although, maybe first we should try copying the path. No, let's just move it. This is going to be too much wide open nothingness here. We do need some balance here. Let's go ahead and try it. So we're going to fizzle a whole bunch of these guys. All of them. Chiseled, okay. Pick y'all up. So you are part of the chisel set. Okay, so we're going to just start from here again. Need to mirror to get more busy floor down. I still think just looking right in here, it was too much negative space. That's the issue. Plop you guys in there, and you guys. Scoot you there. I could do this like 2 blocks at a time. Asking, imagine if you work with high-powered magnets, you've steered clear of them. That's pretty good. Oops, what did I just do? Oh. I'm moving 3 blocks this time. That makes sense. Okay. The more I look at this, the more I feel like something is still missing. to fill in these with some of this stuff here. So it is better. It is better. I like having the white here. I think that having too much white is a problem. So I do think this is better. It's a start. It's a start. Laura, you're in purple heart. Oak tree, gotta ban yourself, buddy. You think what's missing is a second smaller triangle? You might be right about that. Like maybe like putting something, maybe even just out of polished sandstone, like right in here as like a smaller angle, like maybe even like a 45-degree angle. Just something really tiny, just to chunk this out here. I think you're right about that. For now, let's go ahead and let's copy it over for now. Let's copy it over, and then we'll take it from there. And also, I think kind of weird. Look how this is like a really light color, and then a much more saturated color going from there to there. Very odd. Even on account of being chiseled. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's copy it to the other side, and we'll see how it looks in there. So we need a bunch of these, don't we? Yes. So fanned cobblestone. All right. We want to place them facing this direction. You will also get pulled up here. So we're going to do this. And a bunch of you guys are going to have to come up as well. So basically fanned cobblestone all the way back here. All right. Okay, there we go. And I believe this one doesn't need to be here. Goodbye. Doesn't feel right. Oh, because some of these need to be as well? No. What am I looking at here? What am I... I'm goofing. I'm goofing. 1, 2. A little bit of fanned cobblestone there. Some there. Yeah, this does need to be 2 blocks wide. Why is my brain not comprehending this? Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Something like this, isn't it? So this one doesn't need it, but this one does. So here we start with this. Okay. Ah, okay, the problem is I need to go a little bit beyond here. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, so here, we bring it out a 3rd block. Okay, whew. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But that does mean that we don't need some of these here. This one. Possibly this one. Yeah, this one. Okay. This one. That one does, okay. Phew, made it. Alright. Yeah, and we'll sort out what's going to happen here. Like, do we bring this the whole way back into the dais there, or what do we do with it? Haven't decided just yet. We can just sort of flatten this out. That way we have a little bit of a buffer between the border around the column and what's going on here. So let's get our chiseled guys. Should have been using in here, but I forgot to. Do have some unchiseled blocks, like here. It's okay. They won't hurt anybody, I hope. It's my pride. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. Let's also ship these guys out of here. We're gonna plop down some Limestani. Ah, you are pre-chiseled. Take it. I'll stop there for now. I don't think, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Food break. Lima stone, the stone's made from Lima? Well, yeah. Right. So my other thought was if we didn't widen this, if we kept it narrow, I was gonna want something here, like maybe a, I don't know, like a line of polished andesite, or even like another neutral color, like polished granite. Although I'd probably stick with andesite, just to help box it in and make it clear that this is a designated walkway. But I think doing this and then doing the suggestion to put a smaller design in here, like a secondary point, I think that will help immensely. I think that will probably be everything we need, really. So we're going to go ahead and copy you. No. Really? Why do you not work? Okay, well, let's... I guess we're going to need to actually do some of these by hand. Well, not by hand. We'll have to add the materials by hand. So we're going to start by copying what we can here. It works fine like that. It's so weird. Oh, is it because these are... Oh, I wonder. I wonder if I can get around that by just replacing this guy with west-facing fan cobblestone. Eh? But that fixes it. Yep. So silly. Oops. Okay, and you. So you can just flip these then. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Maybe some curved elements in the middle triangle to tie it into the overall structure a little bit. Given that we can't see, like so the compass points actually are not curved. These are, well, okay, these guys are, but these are actually just a straight line. Again, because I don't want to spend 1,000 years on the floor, which we're already doing, I want to try to avoid much more curved elements than we already have in here. We spent an entire, like, 2 streams just doing this, this one column. Or is it, like, 1.5? I get what you mean about using more organic shapes, but the more organic shapes we add, the crazier this project becomes, and it's already pretty close to out of hand. So we got that guy, got you. Alright, so we should be able to just copy from here now, although it's probably just easier to do it from this side. Grabbing these guys. Honestly. Yeah, it's not that I don't appreciate the ideation and the thought you guys are putting into suggestions. But in my mind, part of it is that I do want to finish this project in a reasonable amount of time. Partly because I would like to eventually start a new guide series. I know a lot of folks have been clamoring for a new guide series, and I am also in the mood to eventually start a new guide series, so that lines up with those desires from you guys. And I still want to do this justice. You know, this does need to be done a level of justice. Mighty justice. Great justice, even. Oop. Oh, I missed just this over here. Okay. So I just want to grab, I guess, you. There we go. Perfect. So I want to, I want to finish this and make it look good, but I also want to finish it and do it in a time frame that's not ridiculous. It's already been like almost 2 years. Hey there, I really like my name. Organic shapes equals exponential amount of chiseling. Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly the real problem. Now, granted, the pantograph makes things a lot easier. But there's still sort of a limit. Like, I don't really plan on doing anything fancy with these up here. Like, I was thinking about rounding these off and making things just, nicer, but really, I like it already. Like, I really do like how we have a very fancy floor and pretty simple walls and ceiling. I might do something with the walls, like just put a backing of smooth sandstone, like this stuff, on the back here, and just have a border of the ashlar, just to sort of get rid of the big blank area here, and put a different blank area there, But so there's sort of a balance between getting crazy with the appearance and the design versus like having the time to do it without dragging it out, All right, so let's, hypothetically speaking, let's chunk out what would be a 45-degree angle, which I think is going to be a little too steep for this. It's not going to give us a whole lot of intrusion into here. So a 45-degree angle from the base of the stairs only got that far. I think if we do a 22.5-degree angle, bring us to about here. Actually, more, because we'd start here, we end up there. It's be more like this, I believe. And that generates a lot more interest. And I'm also going to use, since I have the opportunity, to cut my material bill in half here. Do it this way. And here, actually, here's where we might consider pushing it down by, you know, a voxel. Because again, we got this, you know, blocky look here. If we don't like the blocky look, we can always shove it down a voxel, and that wouldn't be too bad. Let's give it a whirl. So we're going to need to add this block over here. Here. Nope. Might not go all the way to the edge, and that's fine. Don't really think I care that much. Goes to there, and that's perfectly fine. So I can do a bit of this, a bit of this. Okay. And then we get to do a bit of... Let's see. Let's start by doing this guy. Push these down. We're also going to push you down. So we're going to actually have to add in one of these here and here. Get this way from the back. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're going to do this. Go down another block, another voxel. No, not wrong. There we go. So then we can bring this in and up. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Nope. There we go. We have that. All right. And we will need to, you know, we'll have to cover this up at the end here. We can sort that out later. Hey there, Rengar the Dwarf. Is this vanilla? No. I mean, well, okay. What we're doing, you can do in vanilla. Very painfully. Very, very painfully. So generally speaking, no, it's not vanilla. All right. Yeah, we're using mods to help speed some things up. Namely, the like this guy that we're using to draw entire lines and planes at once, as well as this one, which we'll use to copy blocks. Copy chisel blocks, specifically. Oops, wrong button. Or wrong tool, really. Okay. Now, when we push this down, there's an issue we're going to have to deal with, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. Let's see. Let's do... Actually, no, there shouldn't be an issue. We're just going to do this. We're going to do... Boop, and we're done. There's only issue here because we're doing it backwards. Okay. I get it now. And done. Okay, so we can push you down then. Alright, push you down. Like, this tool is completely modded. Just do these guys. There we go. Uh-oh. Ugh. I goofed. It's not a problem, though. Let's just... Not a goof there. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. There, done. Okay, so now we can do this. We can just copy you to there, and you to there, and there. Give these a flip. There we are. And then we should be able to... Let's see, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4... Copy this guy here, this guy here, and flip, flip. It helps. It does help. I won't lie. I think it helps. I also won't lie. I'm still not satisfied with this floor. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I am not happy with this floor yet. And maybe the sunray thing just isn't going to work out too well. Almost want a skinny diamond in the other half of the sandstone swatch. You mean like a, you know, have a point come back this way too? Might help. I don't know. I'm getting more and more disenchanted with this floor. Needs the suns. Yeah. Why don't we sort this little what's this called? Stoop, if you will. Let's sort this out real quick. Do I have enough of these? Maybe. No, I don't. Let's make some more. I think I brought... I do have 3 more. I'll actually do it for now. Let's go get a bite to eat over here. I'm going to hydrate after we eat here, so just a moment once we're done eating here. Alright. We did not rot anything. Yet. Ooh. 31 days, yikes. Alright. Just a moment, folks. Okay. Hash sprout, maybe some lines or dots on the floor. Other stuff around it would help. Maybe some kind of contrast. Actually, I like the idea of let's get some more things done and then come back to it with a fresh set of eyes and maybe, you know, stuff. You know, like maybe the other colors will help make this feel like it fits better. And that is possible. It certainly is possible. I am feeling like maybe we should bring this back together and throw down something here. I was talking about maybe doing polished andesite. I think I have some up here. Just as a test, let's see what that would kind of look like on the side there. Yeah, I got a little bit of this. We never ended up using for anything. Down the ladder, please. There we go. So my thought was that basically here, which would actually be an extra block away from this, we could come through and plop down some of this. It would get about this close in the end once it gets down to here. We could just plop some of these in, and that would give. That would give us the border that I'm looking for, because I do want this to, you know, it needs to look like a hall, like a walkway, really. But this would give us that border I'm looking for. It can go straight down here and tuck itself into this corner, or whatever we do with the stairs. You know, maybe the stairs do something here. But that kind of border, this is the contrast that I'm looking for, I think. But I think for now, I've had enough messing around with this floor for one day. I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to sleep on it for a bit. Sure, we can go there. And we're going to do a bit of that. Put you away. And tell you what, for now, go ahead, we're going to chisel these. No, that's my mouse not rolling the wheedle when I roll it. There we go. Come on, there we go. It's funny, in order to close this little window, your mouse has to be in the area of the block that we're chiseling. It's kind of goofy. Just gonna hit these by hand just to avoid the, Oh wow. Oh no. That was the wrong direction. Oh no. I'm doomed. If I rotate you... Okay, so I can rotate the texture. What the heck is going on with this texture here? Oh, it's forward, and then it's right. What is going on here? What is this nonsense? What is this? Oh my goodness. Alright, first of all, get you out of here so I can see what I'm doing this. Alright. I'm just going to do this real quick. Fix this dang texture. Once and for all. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing with it. And how to do it. Alright, so we have this sort of blowing that way, which is fine, but these guys here... I'm going to have to fill these in first, won't I? I'm pretty sure that way back when I built this, I was like, I swear I will never notice the texture in the floor and it will never bother me. Well, I lied. Alright, so in theory... Yeah, there we go. That's the problem. Okay. Much better. My soul is at peace. My soul is at peace, guys. Now we can finally dig this into here and call it a day. I think what I want to do for the next half hour then, since it's about what's left in this stream, is I want to focus on the top of the column there, and whatever we're going to be doing in regard to this path through it. So we will start first by copying our design from below up top, and we'll have to use the wedge to rotate it around a vertical axis, or rather the horizontal one. Well, I guess technically the wrench does the same thing, although the wrench only cycles through a bunch of different orientations. I think it's only like 6 of them. Alright, so we got that. There we go. Ah, so much better. Now your soul's at peace too, Nimue. Yeah, I bet the other side is about as butchered as this one is too. But I think we'll deal with that one next. I would say next time. We'll deal with that one when we deal with that patio. Stoop thing. Place. Noun. Whew. All right. Not too shabby. We can put our door back in here. I forget what orientation wants to be in. Let's just try it. How do I place this thing? Hey, look at that. First try. First try. That don't look too bad. Boop. There we go. All right. So we're going to want some... I assume this is bauxite base here. Yes, for some bauxite, some limestone, some sandstone, some andesite. Basically everything we already have on us. Yeah, yeah, we're good. We're good. I'll put this last piece of band cobble in the box of shame. There we go. Alright, so I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to start by... Oh gosh, I'm going to take this design up and we're going to flip it upside down. And then we're going to have to sort of bore a hole through it, which... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I hope... I want to do it in a way that doesn't look too derpy. Like, I don't just want to, like, you know, chainsaw a rectangle into it. I do want to find a way to make it look like it was planned and not... I have a cool idea. Let's try this dumb thing. It doesn't work. Shoot, now what? You know? That would be a real shame. I mean, I guess in, like, a absolute worst case scenario, we would just, like, move this path to the side or something. Or Or maybe, and if it really just doesn't work, in a last ditch scenario, I would relent, and I would bring this path off here, and I'd split it and have it come down right in there. It's not what I want to have happen, but it certainly wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the best, but it wouldn't be the worst. Especially if this ends up being derpy. So, with that being said... Hey, they stack. Where is... There you are, the pantograph. So I want to start with some of these guys up top here. And... It's just a flat 4x4, okay. So what we don't need is like this guy hanging off. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to dig these out of here. Just so I'm going to use the sand block so I know my center. There we go. Okay, so this block. So we won't need those two, basically. Okay, and we're going to nag you and get there. So it's facing east and all the other fans facing west. That's actually intentional. I did want them to point toward each other because you're going to come into the door and then you're going to meet the sun rays radiating outward. Okay. Ooh, that's real close to that, isn't it? Yikes. Yikes, bro. Okay, so that is now in place. I don't need this guide anymore, so I'm going to make the floor a little more walkable now. There we go. All right. Oh, I need to get the wedge too, don't I? But I do want to see what our next layer is going to be. So we have going to be so you are actually andesite. Okay. Taller you. There we go. So go straight for the andesite, and then one block of andesite, and then we got the limestone. Okay. I can manage that as I pop myself in the face. So andesite along here. Don't need you. Goodbye. Go ahead and tear this bit down here. Okay. Go. All right, so andesite first, and I think for now I'm going to leave these open. Then we have the limestone coming in here, like so. So there we go. Beautiful. It's all done. Okay, let's go get the wedge, which I think is down here. 'Cause we're gonna need it. You are, buddy. Might even need a steel wedge at some point. Mission complete. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oops, I probably should have copied at least one of these blocks down here. We'll start with, we'll do a corner. Plop. Through the corners, there. My, there. Grab the side so we can actually reach that corner then. Copy Europe. We'll get it eventually, not to worry. Alright, so we're going to rotate. Yes. Actually, I could have just done one of these, couldn't I? Whoops. Ah. Yeah. So now we can rotate. We can also wedge you up. There we go. Look at that. Rotation. You're not in the right orientation, are you? There we go. Okay. And then I think we'll be able to just start flipping these. My calculations are correct. Okay. Flip you. Flip you. I think it's going to be... Oh. Rotate a little bit here. There we go. So one of these, it'll be you to flip. Go. Both of you to flip. See how it looks. It looks round. Looks pretty round. Hey there, Sneculent. Welcome. Popping in, likely to have me on the background. You like watching the VODs? You do it right, you can get the background noise, but still have all the new vids with the VODs. Upkirk's inner armchair structural engineer is worried about how load bearing it is. Well, you know, it is one of 5 load bearing columns. We have nothing over here. We have load bearing foliage over there, right there. See that leaf? We chop that tree down, the whole structure falls to shambles. I mean, that is the glory of games like this, is we don't have to worry too much about that. Now, 7 Days to Die, different story. Very different story. Right to eat. And, oh, this is... Oh, 1 serving left. Okay, how long do you last for? 20 hours? Plenty. As they say, as I always say, 20 is plenty. Definitely always say that. Just nod. The magic load-bearing tree? Exactly. Alright. So, that brings us to the next layer here. Let's just copy one. This guy. So we'll copy you to there. We'll grab the side as well. That. And which is going to be there. Then we can be like that. Okay. Flip you like that as well. Okay. And we're going to just do the old copy. All right. So time to rotate. We'll flip. Actually, we'll rotate you guys as well. And we'll flip whoever needs it. Maybe you and you. Should do it. Okay. Yeah, I am thinking we're going to want to do something here to sort of, you know, carve this out a little bit. And you know, maybe make a little frame here, and probably hollow out the inside here, or at least make it not bauxite everywhere. Hey there, I really like my name. Shouldn't be too hard to mod that in. Oh, talk about modding in load-bearing trees, or do you mean modding in the ability to collapse? I mean, there already is some structural integrity with soil and gravel and sand, depending on what your settings are. But we're going to go and rest real quick because it is now kind of spicy outside. It's medium spice. Modding and collapsing structures. Yeah, I remember in 7 Days to Die, I remember my server would kind of slow to a crawl whenever someone, like, accidentally dug out the wrong thing. Hey, there we go. Nice and bright. Stuck. I'm just thinking about this design here. I'm having thoughts. Okay, there's that. Okay. Let's get these guys out of the way. I need to operate on these guys with a ladder. Do that. Also collect these chiseled. They're not chiseled yet. Okay. Oh, thought I got him. Sheesh. Out you go. Flip. Get you out of the way. Collect all this junk. You can kind of just walk up the column a little bit and jump even a little higher. Should be fun. Okay. Yeah, definitely having some thoughts about this design. Check on the F7. Okay, so nothing here is spawnable. Over there is a little bit, but that's not too bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and plop a ladder down, and we will start with this. Across here. Whoops. Did to jump. It wasn't letting me jump very well. We're sharp parkour. Need some nice Persian arches. Yeah, part of me wishes that we'd had like built a taller temple so I could have some like really nice vaulted ceilings in here, but those are pain. I will say vaulted ceilings are rough. Oh, we don't need these at all. Look at that. Yeah. Right. Forgot about that. It's funny the things that you look at and you're like, when you first build something, you're like, oh, this is going to be great. Then you get like partway through and you're like, oh, this is never going to work. It's funny how often that happens in this game. I mean, the other block game too. But there, like, changing a block out is actually a lot less work than this game. Fixed lighting issues with this. There we go. Okay. Time to move the whole top floor up one block, yeah. Or like 6, and more like. Okay, so here's my thought on this right now. Having some new thoughts. Now that I'm seeing this and we're cutting through this column here. See, my initial idea wasn't to do like a fancy circular column. It just sort of like popped into my head. I was going to do a more squared off column. So there's more like towers, you know, like I have built over here. Does it still make sense? We're gonna put a poll up. We got 11 minutes in a poll. Let's do a poll. Good idea. Okay, so start a poll. Keep cut through paths, or what's the other option? Or keep columns pure. Keep paths. Purify columns with fire. Actually, just purify columns. Starting poll. There we go. So again, this kind of goes back to when I was considering how much these paths break up sight lines, especially the sight from down there up into what will eventually be that, you know, that skylight, which it is a skylight, but you know. Do we want to keep these paths here? The option for purifying the columns would be doing just columns the whole way up, and then having, you know, this actually would not connect into here. These would all go away. What happens when you come down these stairs here? You come down the stairs, you'd walk out here. And maybe, you know, I'm going to go into creative mode just so I can fly and show you what I'm talking about here. Is you come out here, and there'd be another path, a separate one that does not touch these columns, that comes out here and then down here. So a little bit farther from where it is now. That would give us a bit of an option to not have this stairwell come straight down here. Switch back to survival. So it wouldn't come down right here. It would come down a few blocks out. We'd also have the option of having the stairs come down in a different direction, like maybe out this way instead, where they wouldn't run into the column either, which would be nice. That was the reason why we had this kind of tight staircase, is that the other options led us to having them come down right into the column. Like it was going to come down and end, I think, here. So I could kind of go, well, I won't say I could go either way. I have opinions on the matter. But I want to see what you guys think. And my opinions aren't that strong. So it would also, in addition to making the temple kind of feel more open, it does also make the whole project a little less complex, especially given that we'd have to figure out what to do about up here. It'll also save on lighting. We won't need to light up all the tops of these columns. I probably still will, just so we can see them. But we wouldn't need to worry about, you know, making sure it's lit to keep things from spawning up there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start cleaning up here. We only have a few minutes left. I'll leave the poll up until the end of the stream here. Hey, we got a bunch of new folks coming in here at the end. We got Oscilloscape, morning. Author of Sin, who likes Apex idea. Why not have the paths circle around the columns? We were trying that. The problem was that it forced a design where the columns were actually like really bulky. Like basically, we'd have to have a walkway that sort of causes the columns to bulge out. Although that was also when we had a significantly wider column idea. I'll tell you that. Tell you what, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Because I think now that we've sort of narrowed the columns down, we could certainly do something where we create some kind of inner column here, if I can get my words right. And maybe we chop it back so it's like, in total, a single block there. I don't know. It'd feel weird to have this giant column chunk then. Unless we bring the path around early like this. Like that. So we have a, and we could certainly, you know, this would be cut off here on the corner. Like so. But here's the issue with that, is that when you get down into here, every column gets that. So every column, let me go back up here actually, every column ends up sticking out just a little bit more. And blocking more of those sight lines. Blocking more, specifically more of the view of the sky and of the, you know, the sunlight, and hopefully a less hideous ceiling in the future. Well, the ceiling I think is going to be pretty plain overall. So yeah. I think what we'll do is, right now, Purify Columns has a pretty strong lead. That much extra width looks oppressive. Yeah, that was the problem we were working with before, or working against before. Now, we could probably chop this back by half block and make most of this walkable area. That would require some significant alterations to the top of the column there. Do decorative doors so it looks like a full column. Oh, you mean so we'd use the door making tool? That's possible, although given that I'd be coming through here pretty frequently, I wouldn't really want to have to open and close those doors all the time. So I'd almost rather have like just a single block cut out, you know, like rather than 2 blocks wide, just make it a single block cut out. The other downside of this is that would then preclude us from including a secret way up here, because I think going up here leads us probably straight into water, if my calculations are correct. Maybe this is the water. This is the exterior water. So we come in here. Yeah, this would be like right inside the pools up top. Move the top to below the paths. Oh, I see what you mean. That would do a couple things for us. One, well, okay, I like the idea, but we built the dang temple too short. If we move the top down, so the top is like here, we end up having only a few blocks of column before the top. Thought a good idea. How about putting the column topping underneath the walkway? Oh, which is what APEC also said. Yeah, so the problem is that we end up with a column that looks really squat. So let me ladder up here. So if we put the column with the top here, we only have this much column between the top and bottom. Which feels a little short to me. It's a little short. Well, hello to... Got a few more here. We got nplum22. Welcome, welcome. You're behind the series, but catching up. And Service. I wish I had the talent chisel like that. Honestly, it's not talent, it is practice. Give yourself time to learn what the shapes do. Steal ideas from other creators. And the screenshots over in Vintage Story, the Discord server. And you'll pick it up eventually. And patience, yeah, Escape, absolutely. Yeah, I'm leaning toward. Yeah, if I had made this temple like 3 blocks taller, that idea would be perfect. But it's too squat looking. It would just look kind of dumb, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, great idea, but it just doesn't fit with having an interesting column there. Or a column that doesn't look too squat and short. Because what could be done then is that if we had built this taller, that would let us sort of sneakily hide these walkways kind of in the ceiling. And that would also then give us the space to vault the ceiling. We could have a 3-block angled vault in the ceiling. As it stands, we're going to have maybe half a block. Actually, in some places we could do up to a block and a half vault if we chisel up into these and turn them into like a veneer. Because that up there is the floor on the surface, I believe. Of the plaza. Man, yeah, I'm kicking myself now because you guys have great ideas and they're not going to fit here with the limited space that I gave myself. Dig these out of here. Gather those back up. Purify Columns is still in the lead, although it has less of a commanding lead than it did before. But I think the solution that we're looking at isn't going to substantially change the function aside from not having a secret way up and down. And it will actually open up this area pretty significantly. You could try to see what it looks like. Well, you mean moving the column head down? Tell you what. let's pencil it in. For next mainstream, build short column. I really don't think it's going to look good, but we'll build a short column over here, and we'll see how it looks. And what we could even do is we could maybe even make it a little taller by making this the level that we walk on, or this would be the top. So it would be basically there and then one block down. And if we need more height, if we think we could make it work with one more block, we could actually bring the walkway up one more block, a little tight to the ceiling, but okay. And bring up the base one more block. And if that works, I'll totally do it. I'll keep the walkways where they are. If it doesn't work, then we're going to purify the columns. We're going to move all these. We're going to remove those guys in the middle there, and we'll do the walkway out here, like I threatened. How do you like? I like that word, threatened. But guys, it is just past 1 o'clock. Ooh, ack. There we go, much better. It is now past 1 o'clock, so it is time for me to go and probably clear out the snow from around the compressors outside, and then get some lunch in me. But guys, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry, I see some comments coming right here at the very end, but I won't have time to read them at the moment. I'll take a look after stream ends. But thanks for hanging out today, guys, and hope to see you all Wednesday, assuming I have power as well. And yeah, that's going to do it. But as always, my name has been CarryOn. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.